Once upon a time, in the heart of a verdant valley and nestled among gently rolling hills, there lay a village that time seemed to have forgotten. In this charming, humble settlement, where cobblestone streets wound their way between centuries-old cottages and every sunrise painted the sky with delicate hues of pink and gold, lived a young woman named Lily. At the tender age of 20, Lily possessed an otherworldly beauty, eyes the color of freshly sprouted leaves in spring, and long, flowing chestnut hair that caught the sunlight as if spun from strands of silk. Though her family's means were modest, their home was filled with warmth, laughter, and a love that radiated from every worn piece of furniture and every lovingly hand-stitched quilt. Lily's childhood had been one of both hardship and hope. Her parents, though burdened by the constant challenges of poverty, had taught her that the richest treasures in life were not measured in coins, but in kindness, compassion, and the power of dreams. From an early age, Lily found solace in books. In the quiet corners of her small room, illuminated by a single flickering candle on rainy nights, she would lose herself in fantastical tales of distant lands, heroic quests, and romances that defied time. Every page ignited in her heart a fervent hope for a life filled with wonder and possibility. Every morning, as the first light of dawn crept over the horizon, Lily would wander through the dew-kissed meadows surrounding her village, allowing her thoughts to wander as freely as the birds overhead. It was during one of these early walks that fate began to weave its intricate tapestry. On a day when the air was crisp and the sky a brilliant blue, Lily found herself heading to the village market, a lively place where vendors called out their wares and neighbors exchanged warm greetings. It was there, amidst the vibrant colors of freshly plucked fruits and the intoxicating aroma of spices, that she first saw Daniel. Daniel was a young man whose presence commanded attention without ever demanding it. He carried himself with a quiet dignity, his dark, gently tousled hair and deep, soulful eyes hinting at stories of their own. Born into affluence, Daniel's life had been paved with opportunities and luxuries. Yet, behind his refined exterior lay a heart that longed for authenticity and a connection that transcended the superficial trappings of wealth. Their initial meeting was like the soft collision of two fated stars. Lily, with her shy smile and warm, earnest eyes, found herself drawn to Daniel's gentle manner. He, in turn, was captivated by the sincerity in her gaze and the quiet determination that shone from her every word. As they exchanged pleasantries, the bustling market seemed to fade into the background, replaced by a world where only their voices and laughter mattered. In the days that followed, their friendship blossomed like the wildflowers that adorned the village meadows. They would meet at the break of dawn to share their dreams and secrets. Walking side by side along narrow country lanes, they spoke of the wonders of far-off cities, the beauty of hidden valleys, and of lives that might have been if only fate were kinder. Daniel found himself revealing thoughts and feelings he had long kept secret, while Lily's eyes sparkled as she recounted the adventures she had read about in her beloved books. One cool evening, when twilight draped the sky in soft lavenders and golds, the air was heavy with unsaid words and unspoken promises. Seated by the gentle flow of a meandering river, the two found themselves wrapped in the quiet intimacy of the fading day. Daniel's voice, barely above a whisper, broke the silence. "Lily, Every moment with you makes me believe that life is filled with endless possibilities. I love you with a depth I've never known. Will you marry me?" In that fragile, suspended moment, time seemed to slow. Tears, warm and shimmering like dew on a spring morning, welled up in Lily's eyes as she absorbed his heartfelt confession. With trembling hands and a voice laden with both joy and sorrow, she answered, "Yes, Daniel, I will. I love you more than words can ever express." In a tender embrace, their hearts danced in unison, celebrating a love that promised a future brimming with hope and togetherness. Yet, as is often the case with dreams that soar too close to the sun, reality soon cast its long, unyielding shadow. Daniel's family, steeped in traditions and the weight of generations of wealth, found themselves unable to reconcile their lofty expectations with the humble origins of Lily. His mother, a woman accustomed to the refined airs of high society, regarded Lily's simplicity as a blemish on the prestigious legacy she had painstakingly cultivated. "Daniel," she would say sternly over dinner in the opulent dining hall, "our family has built its name on honor and tradition. Lily, for all her goodness, comes from a background that is far removed from our world. You must consider what is best for you and for our legacy." Daniel's father, a man of few words but resolute in his beliefs, echoed these sentiments with a steely glint in his eyes. He believed that wealth and social standing were the pillars upon which a secure future was built, and that a match with someone of Lily's modest means could only lead to strife and misfortune. Caught between the unwavering love he felt for Lily and the relentless pressure of his family's expectations, Daniel found his heart torn asunder. For many nights, as the moon cast silver light upon his solitary room in the grand manor, Daniel wrestled with his conscience. "How can I choose between the love that fills my soul and the duty that binds me to my family?" he often wondered aloud in whispered prayers. And while his heart screamed for Lily, the weight of familial obligation slowly began to erode his once unshakable resolve. Aware of the growing storm that threatened their fragile love, Lily, ever selfless and tender, made the agonizing decision to step away. One chilly autumn evening, with the wind carrying whispers of impending change, she met Daniel beneath an ancient oak tree whose leaves were aflame with the colors of fall. "Daniel," she began, her voice quivering with both determination and heartache, "I love you with all my heart, but I cannot bear to be the cause of your sorrow, or to see you torn between duty and desire. Perhaps it is better if we let go now, before our love becomes a source of endless pain." The words struck Daniel like a bolt of lightning. His eyes, dark and full of unshed tears, pleaded silently as he took her trembling hands in his. "Lily, I cannot imagine a life without you. Every beat of my heart calls your name. I will find a way to overcome these barriers, no matter how insurmountable they seem." But even as he spoke, a heavy sadness settled over him, a sadness born of knowing that sometimes love, however profound, must yield to the harsh realities of life. Days bled into weeks, and weeks into months, each moment steeped in the bittersweet remembrance of what once was. Lily returned to the simple rhythm of her daily life, pouring her soul into caring for her family and the community that had always embraced her. Yet, each flutter of a bird's wings or the gentle rustle of the wind seemed to carry a fragment of Daniel's laughter, a reminder of the love that had once set her heart aflame. Meanwhile, Daniel found solace in his work and in the bright lights of the distant city. The bustling urban landscape, with its promises of success and reinvention, became his refuge. Yet, even amid the clamor of busy streets and the hum of relentless ambition, his heart remained tethered to memories of quiet walks and whispered promises under starlit skies. In the solitude of his high-rise apartment, he would often read the letters Lily had written during their time apart, each word a bittersweet echo of a love that refused to fade. Fate, as if moved by the silent pleas of two souls separated by circumstance, was not yet finished with their story. One fateful winter, when biting winds swept through the village and the nights grew long and cold, misfortune struck Lily's family. Her beloved father fell gravely ill, his once robust laughter replaced by labored breaths and whispered prayers. The vibrant light that had always filled their modest home dimmed under the weight of despair, and Lily found herself spending endless nights by his bedside, praying fervently for his recovery. News of her father's suffering reached Daniel during one of his long, lonely nights in the city. The mere thought of Lily's pain shattered the fragile armor he had built around his heart. Without a moment's hesitation, he made the journey back to the village. A journey not just across miles, but across the vast, aching distance that had grown between their hearts. When he arrived, he found Lily in a state of quiet despair, her eyes red-rimmed from countless sleepless nights and tears silently tracing paths down her cheeks. "Lily," Daniel said softly, his voice a balm to her wounded spirit, "I am here now. Please, let me help ease your burden." With gentle determination, he took on the role of a caregiver, bringing much-needed medicine, fresh supplies, and words of comfort that spoke of hope and renewal. Slowly, like the tentative unfurling of a new leaf after a harsh winter, her father's health began to improve, and with every small victory, the bond between Lily and Daniel deepened, woven together by shared struggles, whispered hopes, and a love that refused to be forgotten. During this time of healing, their correspondence resumed with renewed passion. Long letters, penned with trembling hands and hearts laid bare, traveled between the village and the city. In each letter, they recounted their days, the small joys and sorrows that marked the passage of time, and each word became a stitch in the fabric of their reconnection. Daniel wrote of the challenges he faced in the relentless pace of urban life, while Lily recounted the quiet miracles that occurred each day in the village, from a newborn's first cry to the blossoming of the old rose garden that her mother lovingly tended. As the seasons turned and the chill of winter gave way to the soft promise of spring, Daniel's successes in the city accumulated, not just in wealth, but in newfound strength and wisdom. With each triumph, however, he realized that no accolade could fill the void left by Lily's absence. The city lights, once dazzling, now seemed dim in comparison to the radiant glow of the life he had known with her. One clear, hopeful day, Daniel made the decision to return to the village for good. With a heart full of determination and a resolve forged by years of separation, he journeyed back to the place where his love for Lily had first taken root. Approaching the modest, ivy-clad cottage that had once been a sanctuary of shared dreams, he hesitated only for a moment before knocking on the weathered wooden door. When Lily opened it, the shock of seeing him was quickly replaced by a surge of emotion, a torrent of joy, relief, and an overwhelming sense of destiny fulfilled. "Daniel," she whispered, her voice trembling as if carrying the weight of every lost day, "I have missed you more than words can ever say." In that long overdue reunion, as the golden light of a setting sun bathed them in its gentle glow, Daniel took her hands in his and spoke with quiet conviction. "Lily, every moment away from you has been a lesson in longing and in the true meaning of love. I have returned not just as a man who has achieved success, but as one who has learned that nothing in this world can compare to the beauty of our bond. I want to build a future with you, a future where our love is free from the shadows of disapproval and filled with the promise of tomorrow." Though the memories of past sorrows still lingered like faint echoes, Lily felt her heart stir with cautious hope. "Daniel," she replied softly, "I have carried your love with me every day, even when the nights were long and lonely. I believe in us, and I believe that together we can overcome any obstacle, even the ones our families have set before us." Despite the lingering disapproval of Daniel's parents, whose hearts remained hardened by tradition and pride, the couple resolved to follow the call of their intertwined destinies. In a humble yet deeply heartfelt ceremony held in the village chapel, attended by friends, neighbors, and family members who had long supported their love, Lily and Daniel exchanged vows that resonated with both sorrow and unyielding hope. Their promises were not merely spoken, but etched into the fabric of their souls, a pledge to honor the love that had weathered storms and transcended the boundaries of social expectation. In the days that followed their union, Lily and Daniel moved to the city, a place of dazzling contrasts where opulent mansions stood alongside humble abodes. There, in a modest apartment that bore the marks of both their struggles and triumphs, they began the arduous work of building a life together. Every morning, as the city awoke with a symphony of sounds and colors, they greeted the day with gratitude and determination. Side by side, they faced challenges that ranged from the minutiae of everyday chores to the monumental decisions that would shape their future. They worked tirelessly, Daniel contributing his acquired knowledge and business acumen, and Lily infusing their home with compassion, creativity, and a steadfast belief in the goodness of people. Their love, having been refined in the crucible of hardship, grew stronger with each passing day. Even when the pressures of city life threatened to overwhelm them, they found solace in quiet moments. A shared cup of tea at sunrise, a lingering look during a hectic day, or a soft melody hummed together in the stillness of night. Years passed, and the couple's life became a testament to resilience and hope. They welcomed children into their world, each one a beautiful blend of both the gentle simplicity of the village and the vibrant energy of the city. As the children grew, Lily and Daniel instilled in them the values that had guided their own journey: the importance of kindness, the strength found in unity, and the belief that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the love and compassion that one carries in the heart.